My Street Fighter 6 character guide has been released by the official Street Fighter social media accounts. I'm going to watch it live for the first time right now and hopefully provide a little bit of insightful and transformational analysis to you guys. So let's go ahead and check it out and see how Mai's going to play in Street Fighter 6. Alright, Mai is a quick character that bedazzles opponents with superb mobility and tricky projectiles. She has a wide array of techniques that make it difficult for opponents to pin her down. Yeah, she seems like a mobility mix-up character. With Kachousen as your main attack, look for openings to use Drive Rush and Slip inside. Hit and run tactics can be an effective form of offense. Okay, so it shows here that her regular Kachousen, her regular fireball, without holding down the button, it's not going to be a charge move like, hold back, then press forward and punch to activate. They confirm she's not a charge character at all. But you can hold the attack button, the punch, to activate the fireball to get the enhanced charge version of it. So it looks like here, just tapping it, the regular punch without holding down the button, that's going to be a hit projectile, which actually means hit projectiles traditionally mean you can actually trade with it with a button to cancel it out. It doesn't have projectile properties. You can clash with it with an attack and nullify it. But it looks like here you can see Chun-Li actually blocks the uncharged projectile, and it doesn't get the bounce effect. And so that's good to confirm that. Here they held down the button, and yeah, so you see here when they hold down the button to charge up the projectile, it becomes enhanced. This is when it becomes a true projectile, and on top of that, on hit and block, you're going to get the bounce effect, where you can go ahead and get a second mix-up, or really apply your first mix-up after they deal with the first block or hit of the fireball. So here they show that after the projectile bounced, Mai went ahead and tried to go for a low. So one example of the mix there. Here's another mix. Yeah, that's where the mix comes in from. And you see the drive rush here? Look at this. This drive rush, super fast drive rush from Mai. This is one thing they didn't show off too much in the previous gameplay reveals. Wow, really gets over there fast. The reason why this is so devastating is because with parrying the game, the idea being once they block the first hit of the fireball, she has an overhead and a low that she can then use the incoming projectile to allow her to get combo follow-ups from, right? You hit them low with the poke, with the crouching medium kick, the projectile fan lands, and then you can get a combo follow-up. Same thing with the overhead. They block low, you go overhead, then the fan connects, then she can combo follow-up. But the answer to that is, of course, just to hold parry. Parry will nullify all strike mix from any angle. So, of course, now, instead of just going for drive rush into high-low, you can drive rush in from far away and throw them in case they're holding parry. So you get a real mix-up there. Get a punish counter throw. They try to just deal with it. All right, Kachousen. Technique that sends forth a spinning fan. Hold down the button to change its properties, useful for attacking from distance. Throw a cute traditional fan at an opponent. The light, medium, and heavy versions all move at different speeds. They're a great way to control space, but lose out to other projectiles. And a crossfire and strikes can knock them down. Right, it's a hit projectile. That makes sense. So you can trade with it with buttons to knock them down. Okay, different variations in the speed. Yeah, see how the projectile from Chun-Li just went straight through that version? It just shows that it's just a hit projectile, so it doesn't actually nullify other projectiles. So unless she charges the fan, it's very easy to clear the screen from Mai's projectile. Yeah, and there where Chun-Li actually trades it with the button and beats it clean. These fans have a fabulous secret. Hold down the button to change their properties. They can't be knocked down by strikes, and if they find their mark, they'll pop up into the air and then drop down for another potential attack. Exactly. The height of the fan pops up depends on if you're using the light, medium, or heavy version. Get a good read on when the fan will fall, then rush in at the same time for beguiling offensive flurry. Beguiling? Listen, I'm illiterate. So this fan popped up and then turned 90 degrees. I don't know if they all do that. Let's see. What's the different height? That's a much higher height. Okay, so you can vary the gaps between them. So if they showed this in order, which I'm assuming they're doing, the light fan has the slowest travel speed, but also the slowest time between the initial hit and then the second hit from the pop-up. And then the heavy has the fastest speed, but also has the highest height at which it pops up, which can be good or bad depending on what you want to do. A slow projectile is strong because you can walk behind it as a shield and then get a mix. So having a really tight timing with the light projectile between the first hit and the second hit means there's less time to mix them up. So, but also having too high of a pop might mean it's harder to get a conversion. You just get the mix later. I'm sure there will be different setups utilizing different strengths of the fireball. Overdrive fireball. Throw a multi-hitting fan without having to hold the button. You can move immediately after throwing the fan, giving you a chance to dictate the pace. Yeah, so this just gives you instant mix with the projectile. So with the regular fan, you'd have to hold the button. With OD, just immediately goes out, and you get the pop-up. Oh, here's a good combo example. So here's the mix. So double dash after throwing OD fireball. My here goes for crouching light kick. Say you're actually trying to block this, block this the traditional way. You block high thinking overhead's coming. The low hits first. See, the low hits a few frames first. Then the OD fireball connects, and that gives you enough hit stun to then get a combo follow-up with stand heavy punch. So normally from a crouching light kick, they showed this already, you can chain into a stand light punch for like not as much damage. But this time, it lets her link from crouching light kick to stand heavy punch, getting much more damage and better combo under opportunities into the cartwheel elbow, which gives good corner carry and meterless Oki as well. OD, crouching light kick blocked. So even if they block the mix, you can see there you can get in and go for a tick throw. So it just gives you a good high-low strike mix. Hold down the buttons to throw a pair of fans, but these ones won't pop up into the air. Afterwards, press forward plus punch to transition to Madare Kachousen to throw 2 more fans for a total of 4. Okay, so if you charge it, they don't pop. Interesting. Hold down the button to throw a pair of fans. I suppose this just gives you more fireball durability for fireball battles, but if you hold it, you don't get the mix. So I guess you get to choose here with fireball durability or mix. And we haven't even gotten to the level 1 enhancement with the fire stocks, by the way. So now they're going to do the extension, which they showed in some of the gameplay footage that this doesn't cost more meter. Unlike Luke with this OD Sandblast, where if you do the extra extension, it costs another meter. This is meterless, so you can throw out the extra hits and then get the mix as well. You're just stuck in throwing. You're just stuck in recovery longer throwing the projectiles. That's the one downside I could say. Also, these original 2, I want to see these original 2 OD fireballs. Are you able to follow behind them for mix? Yeah, you can definitely dry rush here. So she's going to have charged OD fireball to dry rush. So throwing these 2, see how, like, where Mai recovers? I definitely foresee Mai doing raw dry rush here. So she will be of the OD fireball dry rushing class of characters. But it just requires her to charge the projectile, so it's a little bit slower startup. So not exactly Ken level. But still, I think she's going to get in from that. And get the mix from the extra extension as well. Ryuuenbu. Listen, I see all the comments about everyone talking about how I butchered the pronunciation. I'm so sorry. It's going to be that way. I read your comments. I read your pronunciation guides. I do not have an ear for the spoken language. My native one or others. Spin once before sending forth a fiery blaze. Easy to use as part of a combo when canceling from a normal attack or to control space. Yeah, seems like a space control move or a combo ender. Okay, Mai here says, if the tip of the light version is blocked, the opponent cannot counter attack back. This means it's best used from mid-range. Remember that well. Yeah, seems like a spacing option. Yeah, like a spacing trap you can set up there. I can imagine here doing this space like this and then pressing stand heavy punch or stand medium punch. Her stand medium punch looks really good. Stand medium kick as well. Good spacing trap option. Both the medium and heavy versions hit twice and are spicy ingredients for any combo. After the heavy version hits, your opponent will be launched and you can follow up, but it doesn't hit if they are crouching. Okay. So I think that's mostly a combo tool. Yeah, you can see here, yeah, after the Ryuuenbu, they're landing the uppercut as a combo finisher. So this seems to be a tool to extend your combos. The Overdrive version launches opponent into the air with a strong attack that hits 3 times and gives you a chance for follow-up. I think another combo extension tool. The fiery heat of this technique hits even crouching opponents, making it a cinch to use. Remember to call upon this attack when you want to make a statement. Yeah, so look, heavy punch into OD Ryuuenbu into DP. So good combo extension, kind of like a Bison OD Scissors, I believe. Hissatsu, Shinobi, Bachi. Cartwheel forward before jumping and striking with a vicious elbow. Easy to use as part of a combo when canceling from a normal attack. Yeah, this seems to be like her main meterless combo ender, especially from lights, the cartwheel into elbow. But maybe they'll use it as a tool to approach with the light version. Light, medium, and heavy version travel different distances. This is the best technique to bring forth when chasing down an opponent to the corner. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe you can use it as a spaced attack. It's good corner carry on hit, too. Yeah, like, using that in a combo will carry very far. If the elbow is blocked too deeply, then your opponent can lay in a counterattack on you, so discretion is advised. Perhaps use it in a combo or from a distance as a surprise attack. Yeah, so it's going to be punishable, but maybe it can be safe if spaced. They're hinting at that, but they're not downright saying it. For sure, it's going to be your light combo ender, and you do get to dash in and have meterless pressure there. They've already demonstrated that. Overdrive, send your opponent flying up diagonally on hit. From there, it's a 2-for-1 special, as you can follow up with a jumping medium punch into one more follow-up attack. So this is interesting. What they're saying is to use it on hit, but maybe you can just use it raw. Like, imagine throwing a charged projectile, then just using this move, and then following down for a mix, a jump-in mix after the first hit of the projectile. Then the fan follows up, and then you get a high-low after that again. Might be able to use that in conjunction with your projectiles. Yeah, here it is in combos. It sends you up, and then jump medium punch cancels into her dive headbutt move. Her launching dive punch, whatever you want to call it. Hisho Ryuuenbu. Perfect. Nailed that one. A rising flipping knee strike followed up by a flaming kick, useful for countering an opponent's jumping attack. Attacks are part of a combo. Yeah, this is her DP, which has been confirmed invincible, the OD version. Once you swept your opponent off their feet, it's only polite to greet them with a welcoming strike. Use the light version up close and medium or heavy from a distance. Yeah, good horizontal range on this. Combos or follow-up attacks are easy to slip in after the heavy version of Ryuuenbu. Just be careful not to miss, as you may take a nasty counterattack if it's blocked. Yeah. It's a combo ender. Overdrive version is invincible to attack, so go wild with it, especially when you need to turn the tables. She got a wake-up DP. Musasabi, no mai. No mai, no buy. While airborne, diagonally descend with a powerful tackle, useful for making surprise attacks or as a way to counterattack someone after dodging a projectile. Yeah, I guess you could use it as like a dive kick, essentially. Surprise your opponents by changing your jump trajectory and attacking with this. If you aim for the opponent's feet, even if it's blocked, they can't counterattack. Oh, so you can make it safe. This seemed like something that would be rather unsafe. I did not consider that you could actually make this safe. But don't wear out your welcome, or you may get countered easily. It just seems like an unsafe move. Yeah, that's a lot of... Whoa! From that far? From nearly full screen? You can space this to make it safe? She's hitting, like, Chun-Li's knee height. That seems almost a little generous, to be honest. Wow. So you can really close the gap with that. Interesting. Right. Of course, you can be anti-aired. You can make some pretty combos after dropping an airborne opponent with a jumping medium punch, or after launching off them with the Hien Ren Kyaku. Yeah, jump medium punch is the air-to-air to get juggles, and then Hien Ren Kyaku, I think they'll show it, is her target combo with the double knee to set this up. So they're going to show an air-to-air combo, jump medium, dive punch, and there's a target combo, which... So this target combo, it launches off them on hit or block. So on block, it does this double knee into the jump back here. And you can just jump away and not cancel into the dive punch. So you get the option to choose your air action once you jump back. So you can do it on block, and it seems like it might be relatively safe on block. But if it hits, you can confirm that then into the dive punch. Overdrive dive punch here. Hit an opponent standing on the ground to launch them into the air and follow up with another attack. Try following up after heavy Hisho Ryuuenbu or Cho Hissatsu Shinobi Bachi. I'm getting it. I'm nailing that. Don't even tell me I pronounced that wrong in the comments. I don't believe you. Alright, OD dive kick causes the launch straight into the DP. Straight into the level 2. Interesting. That hit really low. I wonder if you have to space this to hit the feet like that. Because you see how low she's actually hitting Chun-Li? It's like the shin height. Maybe you have to hit very low to get that frame advantage. After hitting an airborne opponent, try canceling into air Chio Hissatsu Shinobi Bachi to score damage that's more delicious than my New Year dishes. New Year's today. My cooks? Yeah, interesting. So she definitely has some anti-fireball tools. Jump medium into it? Yeah. If you get your zoning game going, the air-to-airs, if people get impatient and jump, can be really devastating, it seems like. Kagerou no Mai. Set the immediate vicinity ablaze. Effective as an anti-air against jumping attacks or as part of a combo. Once performed, it adds 5 flame stocks that boost the power of my special moves and super arts. Finally, we're getting into the level 1. I wonder if they'll cover the intricacies of how it works. What this art lacks in horizontal range, it more than makes up for in its vertical reach. It's also invincible to throws and strikes. Proper use comes in the form of close-range anti-air situations and when you need to turn the tables. So anti-air level 1 seems to be the thing. And there, now she's enhanced. And on Wake Up. And you can see here, we already saw this in the original trailer. In the regular level 1 without flame stocks, it does the single flame enhancement around Mai, and here you're going to see like the 2 clones swirl, make the whirlwind, so you get enhanced level 1. So maybe it has more horizontal range when enhanced with flame stocks. Perform this technique to acquire flame stocks, which are used to boost the proficiency of special moves and super arts. The flames of passion shall pummel all those before it. Hold up! Wait, they're showing that you don't even have to land this. You just do it. Oh, okay. I wonder if that means you can get stuffed out of this and you still get it. There's some... Maybe you can't eat a meaty projectile and cancel it too early and get it, but if you get punished for the level 1, you still keep the flame stocks. I wonder if you can, like, throw a charged projectile full screen, lock them down, and just pop level 1, and then just start throwing your enhanced projectiles, because the projectiles get much better with level 1, so maybe if you find an opening in a zoning battle, you can just level 1 raw. Right, and now once you throw the fans with the flame stock, even without charging it, you get a real projectile this time. But every special move seems to use the flame stocks. Okay, maximum... Did I just see something? First of all, she went from 3 stocks to 5. Okay, no, they tricked me here. I thought they were showing an OTG super. I'm assuming this is blockable. The Ryu dummies is not blocking. But yeah, so the max flame stocks is 5. You can't add 5 and go to 8 with each level 1, for example. Level 2 even uses the flame stock, so that's enhanced. How much damage did that do? Pretty good damage. Enhanced level 1 does decent damage. I don't think it's that much more than the regular. Chao Hissatsu Shinobi Bachi. Air Chao Hissatsu Shinobi Bachi. Bachi. Rush forward in a ball of fire with devastating elbow strike, a versatile move that can get around projectiles, be used in combos, and serve as a potent counter-attack. This is her level 2. Yeah, good anti-fireball tool. There are a variety of uses for this invincible charging technique. Its long range allows you to snuff out projectiles away from you, and it can barrel through projectiles. Snuff out opponents away from you, and it can barrel through projectiles. It also has a home in many combos, so it's invincible. So, good level 2. With more horizontal range than her level 1. So this is the air version of the level 2. So from combos, yeah, seems like a good combo ender. You'll find this technique is primarily used in combos as it lacks invincibility. Okay, so you can't really air-to-air with it or like jump and then bait DPs with it. You know, Lily has her air level 2. She can jump and then just do a level 2 to hard call out an anti-air attempt. Seems like that's not going to be the case with Mai. Yeah. Looks like a lot of good combo routes to get into it. Shiranui Ryuuenbu Ada Zakura. Lift the opponent into the air and blitz them with a series of elegant but stinking attacks, effective as a close-range reversal or as a damaging move in combos. So this is the level 3. It's a great technique. In my arsenal, call for it when you need to get big results. Utilize its invincibility to turn the tide of battle, but be careful not to miss. Yeah, seems like a bog standard level 3. Not really too much to derive from this. And there's the CA. The CA is growing on me. I just feel the final... Okay, with the KO, it might have some impact, but normally I don't think it has the impact it needs. But overall, Mai looks good. I'm definitely interested in seeing how the projectile and the mix game evolves over time. And that's it. Mai.